when walking through what I can afford, as I get to the ideal in my head, it is important for me to ask, why do I want this? As in, what purpose will this serve me once I get it? It is when I answer that question that I can understand why I want what I want, and if I can get that ideal version of it right now in the moment. I'll use a personal example. Last week I was buying soap and I asked the seller for a big brand, but when I heard the price of the big brand, I thought, I can't afford this. So I said, well, what about this other brand? Aditu was a big brand, and they mentioned another expensive number. So I then said, well, forget all this, what about this brand? And I knew this brand was a cheap brand. And then I had a price I could afford. So I bought that, and I came home, and I did well, without worrying about when I'll get the money to buy the next soap from. The question I had to ask myself in this instance was, why do I want soup? Well, to bathe with. When I realized I just wanted to bathe, not that I wanted to display how wealthy I was, I settled that, well, bathing regularly is important, far more important than showing off wealth, which I could only do a few times. And then one day, when I finally used the money I did not throw into buying expensive soup to good use, to better uses, and I now have enough money to buy that ideal soup that I did want before, I can now actually afford to. Because when I could afford the cheap brand, I bought the cheap brand. And now that I can afford the expensive brand, well, why not